New York never sleeps. But some nights, it whispers. Rain dripped from neon signs as people rushed home. Umbrellas floating like dark flowers in the wind. On the corner of 7th Avenue stood a small shop most people overlooked. Luna's Tarot and Tea. Inside, a young woman shuffled cards behind a tiny wooden counter. Her name was Luna Hale. 22 years old, quiet, observant, and completely unaware that her life was seconds away from changing forever. She closed her eyes and let her fingers glide over the tarot deck. She didn't read cards like others did. She didn't guess. She didn't pretend. Luna felt things. People's emotions. Their fears. Their futures, sometimes too clearly. She pushed the thought away and took a deep breath. "Last reading for tonight," she whispered. The bell above the door chimed. A man entered. Tall. Silent. Dripping rainwater onto the floor. A black coat, dark eyes, and a face carved out of shadows. Luna straightened. "Welcome. Do you want a reading?" The man didn't answer for a moment. Then he stepped closer, his voice low and steady. "No. I want to ask you something. Oracle." Luna froze. Her stomach dropped. "And no," she stammered. "I'm not. You're Luna Hale. Daughter of Leora Hale," the man said calmly. "And the last living oracle of New York." The air grew cold. She whispered, "How do you know my mother's name?" He leaned closer. "Because I was sent to protect you." Luna stepped back. "Protect me from what?" The lights flickered. The tarot cards on the table trembled as if they were alive. The man lowered his voice. "From the ones who killed your mother." The windows shook, a loud crack thundered through the tiny shop. Something was outside. Something that wasn't human. Luna whispered, trembling. What do they want?" The men whispered back. "You." The lights went out. The moment the lights went out, Luna's heart froze inside her chest. The tiny tarot shop, once warm and safe, was now filled with a suffocating silence. The kind that warned her something uninvited had stepped into her life. "Stay behind me," the man whispered, his voice steady, controlled. Luna's fingers trembled as she grabbed the edge of her tarot table. She could still feel the warmth of the cards. As if they were alive. As if they wanted to warn her. Outside, something scraped against the window. Not a hand. Not claws. Something else. Luna swallowed hard. "What is that?" The man turned his head slightly. "Not something you need to see. Not tonight." Another sharp crack sliced through the window. Glass splintering. Falling. Scattering across the floor like ice. Luna gasped. The man grabbed her wrist. "Move." He pulled her toward the back door, steps fast but controlled. Luna's breath hitched as they ran into the alley, cold rain slapping her face. "Who are you?" Luna shouted over the storm. The man finally answered. "My name is Riven Hale. And whether you believe it or not, we're connected." Connected. The word tangled in her thoughts like a knot. They reached the end of the alley when Luna felt it. A pressure behind her eyes. A vision forcing its way into her mind. Dark tunnels. Blue flames. A temple hidden beneath the city. Her mother's voice whispering a single word. "Run." Luna stumbled and clutched her head. Riven grabbed her shoulders. "Luna. Look at me. What did you see?" Her voice shook. "Something underground, a temple." "My mother," she said. "Run." Riven cursed under his breath. "They found you faster than I expected." Lightning tore across the sky. Luna stared into Riven's eyes. Eyes that didn't look like a stranger's anymore. "You know my mother," she whispered. Riven hesitated. Then he nodded once. "I was her protector," he said. "And now, I'm yours." A low growl echoed from the rooftops. Shadows moved. 3 creatures, faceless and tall, crawled down the building walls like spiders. Luna's blood turned cold. Riven. I see them, he said calmly. A brilliant blue flame formed in his hand. Burning without heat, dancing in the rain. Luna gasped. What are you? Riven glanced at her. Not human enough to ignore fate. Human enough to care about yours. The creatures lunged. Riven raised his hand. The blue flame exploded. Light swallowed everything. And then, silence. Smoke hung in the air. The creatures were gone. Turned to ash. Luna stared at him, breathless. Riven stepped closer, voice low and steady. You are not safe in this city anymore. We need to leave. Now. Luna swallowed. Where? Riven took her hand gently. Like someone who had waited a long time to do it. To the place where your mother died, he said softly. Because that is where your destiny begins. Luna's heart skipped a beat. She whispered. I'm ready. Or maybe. She was lying.